EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Dances by him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Let's go.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They go play action with Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
In trouble, and the ball's out. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 85 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. There's Wilson to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
57, Mike 57. 46, 42. Mike's 57, 57's right. I smell fear now.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Jets 18.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will even our score at 21. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Prescott. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 75 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Prescott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Throwing now is Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here